Revelations 3:11, I am coming soon. Hold fast what you have, so that no one may seize your crown. Today's topic is about do not let anyone seize your crown. The word seize means take hold suddenly or forcibly. A lot of people in today's society, including myself, do not feel like kings or queens because the world and people in general have treated them like peasants, justice, and told them they are not worthy to be kings or queens or have their own crowns because they are not rich, they are not famous, they are not celebrities, they are not having sex a lot, they don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wives, they don't have a nice house, they don't have a nice car, and all these other worldly things that they don't have. But I'm here to tell you, my brothers and sisters, that God sees you as a king and queen. When God said he's the king of all kings, he's not just referring to some random person on the street pretending to be a king, even though that person is more like the Joker or Pennywise. But when he said he's the king of all kings, he's referring to us, Christians. You see, my brothers and sisters, God doesn't just anoint anyone that's kings or queens. He is looking for someone that believes in him, that trusts in him, that loves him with all their hearts and souls, and that follows his commandments and pick up their crosses. God wants us to hold ourselves in a certain standard and a high regard and carry ourselves well. And God wants us to honor him well in our lives, because there have been examples in the Bible where he anointed people as kings and perfection, but they did not honor him well, they did not follow his commandments, and they broke a law. The first example is King David. King David cheated on another man's wife and did horrible things. That's why God had to take away his position as king. Another example is his son, King Solomon. I already made a video where King Solomon had over 700 wives and 300 concubines, aka whores or dots. That's why God had to take away his crown, even though King Solomon was anointed the wisest man in the world. But what he did was not wise. And the biggest and scariest example is Lucifer. Yes, I did say Lucifer. God did anoint Lucifer as his perfect angel, but we all know that Lucifer turned against God and did all these horrible things to humanity, God's angels, and the whole universe. That's why Lucifer is running amok now, and people are just glorifying Lucifer blindly. So do not end up like Lucifer, King Solomon, or King David, because God's crown is so important. No one cannot replicate your crown that God gave you, because everyone's crown is so different, because God's crown is so special, so important, it has high value, and no world and no universe cannot recreate it or take it away from anyone. The only way that it can be taken away is if you constantly keep on sinning and not have a repentive heart. So please keep your crown, because God gave you that crown and God sees you as a king or a queen. Do not listen to society or what people have to tell you. If you love God, if you believe in God, if you honor God, if you trust God, and if you love God with all your heart, then you will keep your crown. God doesn't just let anyone into the kingdom of heaven. He is looking for kings and queens of God. And God sees you as royalty. So do not let anyone seize your crown, because God is coming soon and God wants us to hold on to what we have, which is our crown.